What's up, guys? Rob here. Welcome back to a brand new weekly watch challenge video. This week is Superhero Week, basically where I watch nothing but superhero movies. Now, I try to limit it to one movie per day, Monday through Friday. So we're talking August 29th through September 2nd. And every week I pick a new theme. Now, I have gotten Thomas, HorrorFan34, to join me in this. And he has a lot of ideas and a lot of themes picked out. So stay tuned for the end of this video for next week's theme, which is his idea. Shout out to HorrorFan34 Thomas. Go subscribe to his channel. I will put his link in the description. He's one of my best friends here on YouTube. Awesome guy. I couldn't ask for a better friend. And he is part of the Movie Busters as well. So really a dear friend. And yeah, so he's participating in this. And I just want to throw this out there. If you guys want to participate in this weekly watch challenge, feel free to do so. No pressure. You don't have to follow any of the rules if you don't want to. You can do it your own way. I just think it's fun to do a theme every week. There's so many themes you can choose from. So that makes it interesting. It makes it fresh. And so if you guys want to participate, please, by all means, do so. I'd really be interested to hear what you have to say in your lists that you have during the week. So when it comes to superhero films, I tried to kind of change it up. Pick some of the not so popular superhero films, maybe some that people hate. Not go with the Marvel, DC, the big name, Avengers Endgame stuff. I tried to do different ones. So that's what I did for this week. It should be interesting. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's start with Monday. Now, I remember seeing this movie in the theater, and I was blown away. I mean, I knew nothing about the character, only from what I saw in maybe the Spider-Man animated series cartoon from the 90s, because he was in a couple of episodes. And I think I had the action figure. But other than that, I couldn't believe we got a live action movie of this character. And it is Blade, starring Wesley Snipes. You couldn't ask for a better actor to play the character. Wesley Snipes is Blade, in my opinion. I know they're redoing Blade for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we'll just see how he compares, because Wesley Snipes is awesome. This movie is so damn good. It is full of adrenaline. It is intense. The martial arts, the action scenes are just top notch. I saw this, like I said, I saw this in the theater first time. I was like this the whole time. Like, honestly. I mean, you have freaking Tracy Lords in the beginning, luring this guy into this club. All of a sudden, these people are dancing, and then blood starts dripping from the ceiling, getting everybody wet. It's not water, it's blood. And they're just dancing, just going like this, and they're all vampires. Blade comes in there and kicks all their asses. There's probably hundreds of people in there that are vampires, and he comes in there just by himself. He's just like, I don't give a shit. Kicks all their ass. This is the best one in the series, in my opinion. A lot of people think that Blade 2 is probably the superior one, but I disagree. Blade 2, in my opinion, has problems. I'll get into that because I'm going to review the Blade movies. Blade Trinity, don't even get me fucking started on that movie. But the first Blade always will be. It always will be in my top, I don't know, I'd probably put this in my top 10 superhero films. It is awesome, guys. Blade, the very first Blade. I mean, like I said, they couldn't have picked a better person to play Blade other than Wesley Snipes. I mean, what's his name? Chris Christopherson's in it. Stephen Dorff is awesome as Frost. Frost! Awesome movie, guys. I apologize for the stupid train. I live the tracks are like, I don't know, 200, 300 feet away. Sounds like it's right next door. Anyway, so that was Monday. I started the week off great with an awesome superhero film. Now, moving on to Tuesday, I wanted to watch this again because I saw this in the theater and I was sort of like in the theater. I was like, I liked the movie, but I just don't know how I felt about the pacing. I wasn't really feeling good that day, so I wasn't really invested as much as I could be. My energy level was low. I just wasn't, I was ready to kind of go home and rest. But I saw it in the theater and I wanted to see it again, and I have it here on 4K. The Batman. Um, Even though the '89 Batman with Michael Keaton will always be probably my favorite, uh, this is up there. I love this movie. This movie does everything right with the detective stuff, which we never really got to see in the Batman movies. Sure, the Christopher Nolan films were kind of grounded in reality in some ways. There was a little bit of like mystery and detective stuff in those films, but this one I think gives you that full detective feel to it. There's riddles. The Riddler's the villain in this. He's really cool. He actually kills people. Even though it's PG-13, it does have like a rated R feel to it. I mean, yeah, he Batman in this, he played by Robert Pattinson, who he fantastic job by the way. Um, he he did he did so good. Even though I like Ben Affleck as Batman, they're all different. Michael Keaton's different, Christian Bale's different, but I definitely think that Robert Pattinson surpasses all of them except for Keaton. Keaton, I think, did it the best, but Robert Pattinson, second place for me. He is awesome. Um, Catwoman is in this. I thought she would kind of bother me, but she really didn't. She's definitely a better Catwoman than Anne Hathaway. I'm sorry. Zoe Kravitz is definitely better. Um, but Michelle Pfeiffer still has a place in my heart as Catwoman. Because I grew up with those films. So, but this one, damn good movie though. I love the Nirvana feel too because I'm a huge fan of Nirvana. Something in the way plays in this a lot, and that was a damn good choice. Damn good song for this movie. So um, the Batman is what I watched on Tuesday, and the pacing and all that stuff didn't bother me while watching it because my energy level it was different. I was more invested in the movie. I sat down, cleared my mind, watched it, loved it. Okay, moving on to Wednesday. Now, yes, this is a superhero film because they are heroes, and they have basically superpowers from their suit. Um, and they get like these vehicles that they drive as well. And it is Power Rangers. Not Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is Power Rangers, the movie that came out with Elizabeth Banks as Rita. The movie that we never got a sequel to, which I'm really disappointed because this movie's awesome. Could it have been better? Yeah. I mean, the Power Rangers themselves in their suits don't really do that until like the third act of the movie, kind of basically towards the end. Um, but it's more like an origin story, kind of a build up to them morphing and then stuff like that. Uh, I liked the actors and actresses in this movie, and like I said, Elizabeth Banks was fantastic as Rita. She was great. Bryan Cranston, uh, as Zordon. I couldn't pick a better I couldn't pick a better Zordon. It was cool in the beginning when you got to see like Zordon was the Red Ranger and Rita was the Green Ranger, and it's all about the Zeo Crystal. Like she's going after Zeo Crystal. Um, that was an interesting story about how Zordon became the way he did. And he was a ranger and all that. That was really cool. Like, and it had like this dark feel to it. It had like this really cool movie quality feel to it. It was cool. Like this movie should have gotten a sequel. We should have gotten a sequel with this. It just really it sucks. There was a cameo by Amy Jo Johnson and Jason David Frank at the end, which was kind of cool that they put those those actors in it from the TV series. But awesome movie, guys. I definitely recommend this if you haven't seen it. All right, so moving on to Thursday. Yes, I sat through this whole thing because this movie's awesome. I don't care what anybody says. This version is what the fans wanted, which I wanted, and we got it. Zack Snyder's Justice League, the good one. Okay, not Justice League, not Whedon League or anything like that. Whedon Wiener, like his version just sucks ass. Everything about it sucks. I mean, he did use some Zack Snyder shots. Those are in here, but better. Um, they did Superman awesome in this movie, not with his stupid, uh, disposable mustache. Let's try to like CGI it, like wipe it away. Makes it look like he had plastic surgery, like really bad plastic surgery done to his lips and his face, and they just fucking kept it in. They kept it in there and just, oh, that's okay. Let's just release it. Fuck out of here. This is a long movie, but if you're interested and you like these characters and you like these actors and actresses, then you're gonna watch it all the way through. And I did. Loved it. I freaking love this movie every single time. The music choices are a lot better than Justice League because Justice League, you know, they try to incorporate the Tim Burton Batman's music with the movie, and it didn't work because that's a different era. It's nice to pay homage, but you don't really need that. I just don't understand why they had to do that for. But guys, like this movie, like I'm just so in love with it. I think the people can agree, that wanted this. It was a long time coming, and it really satisfied me in the end, and a lot of people. I just I just want this universe to continue. I want to see Henry Cavill as Superman again. I want to see Ben Affleck as Batman. I like Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, and I like Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I cannot wait for Aquaman 2. And Ezra Miller, I know he's been in a lot of trouble lately, and he's been doing weird stuff, but him as the Flash is awesome. And of course, Cyborg. Cyborg's story is really fleshed out in this movie, and that's something else that I was really glad to see. And the people out there who say like Flash didn't hardly do anything, Flash saved everyone's life. Let's just say that, okay? Let's just say that. If it wasn't for the Flash, everyone would be fucking dead, okay? He didn't just push a truck with this family, pushing them away from the nuclear plant. Stupid. All right, so finishing off Friday, I watched a movie that I think is criminally underrated. A lot of people give this movie crap. And I still, to this day, do not think this movie is bad. I think this movie is very well done. I saw it in the theater. Even when I saw it in the theater, I thought it was awesome. Again, we got a character that we've never had before live action, Daredevil, with Ben Affleck. Hmm. Ben Affleck as Daredevil, and we have him as Batman. Ben Affleck was a damn good Daredevil. I loved it's kind of an origin story. He talks about like his father and like what happened to him, and then um, it shows like Daredevil's powers, and you get other characters in here. Michael Clark Duncan is Kingpin, who is fantastic. I mean, the guy's huge, and he plays an awesome Kingpin. I loved him as Kingpin. Uh, let's see who else you got in here. Colin Farrell as Bullseye. Bullseye is a really popular character. He doesn't have a suit in this. He just basically has a coat, and on his bald head up right here, he's got a bullseye symbol. So that's fine. And the comic book version had the bullseye symbol as well, but the comic book version had like a suit. He had like a covering over his head and stuff like that. But the point is, Bullseye is good at throwing anything, any kind of weapon. He's good at doing that. You got Jennifer Garner as Elektra, which was really cool too. So you have some characters in this, not just Daredevil. You have some really cool characters. Um, this movie's awesome. I don't care. There's the director's cut. I have that on Blu-ray, but yeah, Daredevil is what I decided to go with, and I still, like I said, love this movie. So, all right, guys, that is my weekly watch challenge video, August 29th to September 2nd, Superhero Week. Now, we are going to go on to next week, which is September 5th through the 9th. And thanks to my buddy, Horror Fan 34 Thomas, came up with this idea. We are calling it Survival Week. And what is Survival Week? Basically, movies that have to do with people being hunted. Okay? It doesn't have to be a horror movie. It could be an action movie. It could be anything. It could be a comedy. But it's not Survival Horror Week. It's Survival Week. So any kind of movie where somebody is being hunted by a creature, a person, uh, a dog, anything, any kind of movie where someone's being hunted. That is what we are going with for September 5th through the 9th, Survival Week. So if you guys want to participate in Survival Week, definitely do so. Let me know if you made a video, or let Thomas know, HorrorFan34, if you've made a video, if you want to participate. And you can do it your own way if you want to. That's fine. That's what I'm leaving these challenges to people. If people want to participate, that's fine. There's no pressure. There's no obligation or anything like that. It's just for fun, guys. This is all just for fun. There's no need to be stressed about anything or trying to get things done, get it out. No, sit back, relax, and enjoy this just for fun. So thank you guys very much for watching this weekly watch challenge. Stay tuned, like I said, for the next one, and for more videos, more reviews, more top 10s, more different kinds of videos. I'm also going to be vlogging here pretty soon. I have a trip I'm going on and things like that. So, all right, guys, this is Rob from Movie Review Time signing off, and I'll see you guys next time.